You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the first edition of the breakfast show for this week, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV with a stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Where they bring this edition of the breakfast show come to you this Monday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And me name is Belkaba. Good morning. Today is Monday, the 23rd day of June 2025, and inside this edition of the breakfast show live on Liberty Online TV, in the midst of the outstanding dispute between Leone and Guinea for the Yenga land, information where the public don't confirm now that Leone don't get an agreement with Guinea for letting give the country 20 megawatt of electricity. Well, what are the implications then where this particular agreement will get regarding to the outstanding issue between Leone and Guinea for reclaim Guinea the Yenga back? Now that we'll discuss inside this edition of the breakfast show.
Well, you self for the watch this morning go get the opportunity for add your voice to the conversation by way how we for send we your message. Now the number +232 74 545, or you can as well text we. Now all we social media handles them now any of the platform that we do watch with this morning, as we go read on our messages them later on inside the program, where they can look at the 20 megawatt where Leone don't go sign agreement with Guinea yesterday for let them begin the supply to Leone for add pan the electricity where Bumbuna they generate. As we all know, the car power ship don't discontinue the electricity where them they give to Freetown because of areas where then see the government of Leone for paying. Well, from that ended to now, Freetown, when at the capital city and some other parts in the country, they experience blackout where make citizens them don't raise serious concern. This will make the energy sector lead Dr. Kande Koleyum Kela he been travel go na Guinea and go start agreement for letting the purchase energy from Guinea for come inside Leone. But waiting at the implications of the already negotiation where don't they go on between the two governments them for ensure say the Guinean authority them we don't go claim the Yenga land na Kailao commot the. All of this we'll go discuss inside the program this morning.
Alright, so remember, say yourself for the watch, can ask you question, make your comments. Now the issue we discuss this morning, number for this now +232 74 200 545, or you send them na the different platform then also you watch we live this morning. We will continue with the breakfast show. Let me quickly look at other issue first. Also this BNTM SLA will begin operation. Also in the clear major streets then where people belong they use for build buffer and the sell. Well, we see also this past Friday, the one that made the sell around the model junction been decided for begin pull them property them. According to them, they say this are because SLA tendency then they come for can do the demolition na the area. Well, let me watch as Al Hassan Koroma Bingo Wakade and Nadisi Bring.
The Leone Road Authority will get the responsibility for make and maintain the road them. This BNTM been begin one operation outside then they clear major streets them. Also people be don't build buffer and the sell. As this operation continue, Liberty Online TV go work on the modern new road outside business people them, we don't build bar for them and they sell. Alima Sankor, na the cheerleader for Model New Road, he say Thursday, June 19, SLRA be go tell them say then they can't broke them bar for them. With this, according to them, na the reason we make Friday morning, then the business people begin broke them bar for them.
Yesterday we do business by then 6 after 6. SLR the whole megaphone with the motorcar and say them for broke. You got your business now for pull them. If you not pull them, then they can't broke. No one see not shop owner, not shop na the streets. Now that those na make nobody not sell. We go SLR no able talk no go that they talk to when at the same SLR there 3 years ago na table will be get. Now that's how we said the table they beautify the city won't make it to mental. So we don't make it to mental. After these 3 years now, we don't see this happen. No notice we, no inform we, we bokuna ya. No inform we, no tell we nothing at this emergency no more than give we. The authority they won't call anyone will call it. Someone pull it, they can broke. If you not pull, then they can broke for we.
This is Madam Mayor Kaya this morning.
Yeah, Madam Mayor come because we're gonna SLR no go that they talk for we. They refer we na council. So now go cry to the mayor. We the woman then I go cry because na uboku. Now so we na single parents we will pick in our college now we they take care of them. So now go cry to mayor. So mayor not allow themselves we go na office. We all around our cry and nice how they can watch the situation and the candy mayor come.
Apart from waiting, Charlie don't talk. Other people where they do business that the model junction in get this for see.
Auntie, they know na hand. Who they know how don't stroke. Who don't say they don't say they no one bafana this main road here. They say let make container. We don't make container. We avoid the road, out of the road, footpaths. We don't avoid everything. We don't dey under. Today like today, they say for Camp Ulvi. Papa government, we not able to fetch governments. We not able to fetch una. Now we go fetch for we. I want to fetch for we. I want to fetch for we. No, na sorry for we. Me like me. Now me 65 years so. I no get no sense about. Now that they pay school fee for me picking them. Me man don't retire. Don't sit down. From us, they go to school. Now me they take care. Do ya? No sorry for me. Do ya? Now me say go cry and the mommy. Na cancel. We are not sorry for we. We have of we the traders them. Because not really easy like we na microcredit that they deal with. You understand? The government speaking them, yeah. Nobody know they challenge governments. Government are governments. But no government have sit to who na government and me you two na governments. Be office you don't if you not so we be no go sit down at this country. Now with this. And like we then they laugh me right now. I don't laughing. Stock say because we tonight will be vote. And you get for vote for your rights. I want vote for rights be ordered for sit we strain. You know, yes, agree. Yeah, na SLRA. SLRA and council and they work. You understand? And guys settle for we, but we know. Now the footpath will go give them chance. But they say do so work out for self for picking them.
Can't let me so. I be don't sit twice. I don't get money for both university. Now me take care of Miss One, so I can't find me set a more than we go there. They sell, I able to sell. I able to take care of Miss One since I Miss One brother. I'm married really, but a man, you know get job right now.
And this thing not right. So the only thing we just have to say, please for everybody, the government, the mama salon, we just have to say please, because it affects we either one or they do business. So you just have to things have to just go right because it's not really easy. Some don't can put container way past how many million. So if then decide for let them can put in container then it's very painful. Who say you go expect for go put out? Who say you expect for put your business?
Although them business people don't begin pull them back and other team them. Then we don't go tell the Freetown City Council say SLRA don't ask them for commode. Outside in the cell, we make the mayor for Freetown, Yvonne Akisoya, been there Friday, June 20 for see waiting they happen day and at this it been get for see.
I'm going to go and engage SLRA and then I'll know what the situation is. But at this point in time, I wouldn't be able to say anything conclusive.
For sake of this make the market woman them, they call on Freetown City Council and SLRA for look inside this issue because they say they know they sell na the footpath. For Liberty Online TV, Al Hassan Koma the report.
Alright, from that report today, we dey continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We dey go now for watch waiting comot from the 2025 Afrobarometer report, where na a group of researchers them we come together for put together this report where they look inside governance and economic issues them. Usai na Salonia na IGR when at the Institute for Governance Reform day before for put together this report where they don't do. We look inside the 2025 administration of the bio-led government. Mayatu Sharif gets more and he go now report.
Afrobarometer na network of researchers them na Africa when no mix pan party politics. Every year, they can do different research them where they talk about things them where they affect governance na different country them. Na Salonia, na the Institute for Governance Reform, where people can call IGR, can work with other researchers them for pull the Afrobarometer report. This year report shows say, because of the economic status na the country, 58% of Salon people say the country they lead to the wrong direction.
So these are the top headlines for the economy. So nearly 6 out of 10 Sierra Leoneans, that's 58% of the country, they are saying that the country is heading in the wrong direction. 6 out of 10 Sierra Leoneans, 58% are saying that the country is heading in the wrong direction. And when you compare this with the results we had in 2022, 67%, which was 67%, it's a 9 percentage point reduction, if you like, of the number of people that are saying that the country is heading in the wrong direction. Depending on where you sit in Sierra Leone, you can say, no, this number, it should be more than this, it should be 80%. Depending on where you sit, you will say this number should be way less than 58%. But this is what we have. And fewer than, a quarter of citizens describe the country's economic condition as fairly good and very good. Put this number, bear this number in mind. Less than a quarter of Sierra Leoneans are saying that the country's economic condition is fairly good and very good.
The report continues to say, among key public institutions them, the Salon Police, business executive, member of parliament them, tax officials, and local government, na the most corrupt institution them na the country. Also 73% of Salon people say the Salon Police they lead pan corruption.
Police, when you compare 2012 to 2025, we can see there is a 4 percentage point increase at the time. From the time he started asking this question to now, there's a 4 percentage point increase. 69% in 2012, 73% in 2025. For business executive, so when you compare 2022 to 2025, we saw like a 6 percentage point increase between that time to this time. Members of parliament likely stayed the same. It was 49% at the last time we asked the question, and it's 49% now. But when we started in 2012, it was only 41% of Sierra Leoneans that were saying that the members of parliament are either most or all of them are corrupt. That's what was said at the time.
Inside one panel discussion, Madam Fatou Taki, when a senior lecturer na the Fobe College University of Salon, say government for look inside this survey report and try for address the issue here.
I think that this is timely, it's good work. It's timely and it's, in effect, it is, I think it is what the government might need, and actually also citizens to be able to see and understand and analyze where we are and see where we want to be. And definitely for people who are within policy making and people who are within leadership and people who are within governance, to be able to take the right steps in terms of not defending or trying to explain why people have these perceptions, but to actually give tangible, do things that will either change how people have felt or would make things better in terms of how people see things.
Inside Ion Talk, Chukwu Emeka Chikezi, where na the country director of International Growth Center Salon, been talk about how police they harass driver them na the country.
The second thing I think we can do when you look at the perceptions of corruption and lack of accountability, and particularly the police. The police is because those are the people we interact with every day. I drive around Freetown, and between where I live and where I work, the police will stop my car 3 times. I have a driver, and when the police stop, my phone is at my ear. Whether I have a call or not, my phone is at my ear. I'm in an intense conversation with somebody. And then the police officer will say to the driver, in fact, sometimes my driver has already got his license out. They will actually shout at the driver, "Oh, I'm wait for you. They asked me for that. Wait. So then they will say, "Oh,
Alright, welcome back. You still watch Breakfast on Liberty Online TV, and from that report today, members say today we're telling us we can look at the 20 megawatts electricity supply agreement where the energy sector lead, Dr. Kande Kolayom just don't go seal with the authorities in Guinea, whose impact this will get, especially now we especially now where government say negotiations and they carry on for less long go able for reclaim Yenga back, and we see the country don't go na the same Guinea we get this dispute with Salon for go get agreements we get for do with energy supply. Members, you say for the Wadi show can drop your question, ask or make comments regarding this topic as we can look at the implications then where this will get towards the agreements then the negotiations and where they go on for Seka reclaiming Yenga back. The number for sending message na +232 74200 545. They try for join the virtual link for let we start for the discussion with one of our studio guests then before we join the other studio guests who will come live na the program. We try for go on the virtual link and get Daniel Ketso, we an indigene of Yenga, now one of the people and within the advocates for less Salon government's campaign to the public and tell people and waiting exactly they happen regarding Yenga. Well, we did forget Daniel Ketso. Good morning, Daniel, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, listeners, and good morning, everybody.
+232 74200 545, or the people you comment, ask your question, make your own contribution regarding this topic we will look at this morning.
We will continue the breakfast show. Earlier we tell us say we dey come talk about the 20 megawatts power purchase agreement where the energy sector lead when a Dr. Kande Kolayom don't go na Guinea and sign with the Guinean authority them. We mean say Salon they begin buy power from Guinea. 20 megawatts for can add to the one way the Bumbuna hydro they produce. Inside last week on Thursday, we been host the Deputy Minister of Energy one when Edmond Nuni. We confirm say right now then they get energy from Bumbuna, but because of the water level, the rain cannot situate the megawatts we Bumbuna they produce not go do for give light to people in na Freetown. We make them go na Guinea for go get a purchase agreement with the Guinean authority them. Let them begin saying 20 megawatts na Freetown. Well, yesterday, according to waiting the Deputy Minister of Energy one been put na in Facebook post, Edmond Nuni, it been confirmed say EDSA don't come back to normal service, and it say thanks to the 20 megawatts where they come out from Guinea, and also the Director of Communications na State House, when Mike Bewa, himself been writes na in Facebook say, well, the government don't seal the deal, forget 20 megawatts power for boost waiting the EDSA they get, and also it go boost the energy supply from Guinea. Well, what in this mean? Amidst all the issues there were between Salon and Guinea for the Yenga, and Salon government don't go meet the Guinean government, say they want 20 megawatts when they buy from them. If this gets any implications, again, any threats to the negotiation where they go on now for let them free Yenga back, now that's what they discuss. And one party people who they get conversation with this morning, now Daniel Cote, we na indigenous of Yenga, we don't host now one time when I ended before for talk for let the authority they hear, for let them go ensure say the military people who in Yenga now come out and hand over the land back to Salon people them. Good morning, Mr. Cote, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Medel. Good morning, listeners.
All right. As of yesterday, information we meet with through social media handles of the Deputy Minister one, na the energy sector, and also that of the Director of Communications, Mike Bewa, then confirm say yes, Salon don't sign deal with Guinea for buy 20 megawatt electricity for calm and cushion the energy crisis where Salon they go through now. Firstly, as somebody be don't come out and they raise concern for you people in Yenga, una feel say this power purchase agreement where the government of Salon don't go with now with the Guinean authority, then get any threat to the ongoing negotiation for free Yenga?
Oh, Mabel and listeners, let me tell you first, we so disappointed we come out from that end, and we so sad because we people then still have to talk and display. They're still in a community, then they're not left Yenga and they're not in a them home. So if we don't everything, we own government, instead of putting that as a priority, for me we able to take back Yenga, and then they go make another negotiation for big for me supply with electricity. I want for me can clear say first Guinea government, I not go take Guinea all, but Guinea government not reliable. And the same way we've been beg them for can help we for first the war. If we go beg them back for better give electricity, I think say we get for be careful. And we get for make them very public. Whatever negotiation we would do right now with Guinea, we get for make them very public so that the public will go. So that at the end of the day, Guinea will be hostage again because they don't take we own country or we own parts. Na Salon we na Yenga. Because now the same way we've been go ask them the other times, they made them can help we fight the war, and after the war we go back. Until now they not occupy we land. We people them don't displace, we people them they communities them. Right now na farming they go on, but we people they not get access to the land them. Neither na the houses them, na the farm them, na the swam them, we then keep farm on the yearly basis. So it's very sad as we people then they continue on the suffer and the Guineans their hand, the Guinean military their hand.
We don't look thoroughly inside this energy crisis, and yes, all the leader them na the sector agree say Salon they go through energy crisis, and now all waiting and they look for na solution. Now you say una disappointed as people we come out na Yenga, we don't go through the sufferings of how the Guinean military continue for they invade this particular land. You not think say government desperate for solution for solve the energy crisis, now that make them go beg Guinea say, or then go buy from Guinea say una sell Guinea 20 megawatt?
Well, whatever Salon they do for me with Guinea, we therefore be very careful because, like I say, Guinea not a reliable government, and like I them, they say Guinea na military government did it. So whatever arrangement we Salon they do currently, we in a democratically elected government. So what would they do with Guinea? We therefore be very careful because we the thing Guinea say right now, Guinea government they are not reliable. Because for the simple fact we don't left Guinea, we don't occupy the land, and they not go back, they don't build military barracks there, and then did they right now, with people then they suffer, we they see and say they're not reliable, and whatever negotiation we they go do for buy light or whatever we want for do, we don't know. In the future, Guinea can use that as a kind of tool for also penalize Salon. So we get to be very careful, because if we them don't can help during the war and they don't can fight, they don't take that land, they don't claim them, they say that they get them. So we not think say we forgo into any negotiation with Guinea at this moment for anything so far, either be it for energy sector or be it for whatever. Only negotiation we'll go ask them for me to leave we land, for me to go back, because we people then they suffer, and today they're not really left. So we want for say Salon government for prioritize and for me they know say people then they suffer, and if you know in land, how you go ask for energy sector now they ask for electricity, Freetown. And yes, we know say Freetown the topper get electricity crisis, but we need for prioritize we territorial protection, because Guinea don't show any commitments. They not show any commitment, and also disappointingly we not see any commitment from the side of Sierra Leone government, because if there is any commitment, they know they make them public for me. We know we the people that move come on at that end. We know they know, because the other time they tell we say then they take an ECOWAS court, or then they take an AU, or then they take an international court. But since we that thing happen, at the end of the day we don't know whatever progress we don't be made, and the people them left in that part of the country and they don't come, then they suffer.
Daniel, the last time we talked to the Minister of Information regarding this Yenga issue, is say diplomatic talks and they go on behind closed doors for let Salon go able for reclaim Yenga back. So at this stage, like you begin say on a disappointed for no say Salon government go back to the same Guinea for go get an agreement for let them give you 20 megawatt as a nation electricity supply. What are the possible implications where on get fear say this go get to the existing diplomatic talks where they go on for let Guinea hand over Yenga back to Salon?
In fact, like I say we are so disappointed, because for understand say we they go Guinea as a nation for go big them, because for instance when somebody take advantage over you and you want for seize you land, and you they go back to that same person, when I not set to that issue we wanna get it, you they go back to that same person, you they go ask them for help you, it means you they mortgage you land. For me, that's what I see. Because at the end of the day, if somebody can't take you house, he don't can't take you house. He say this place I may get this house here, and you go to that person, you go trust to that person. It means now they sell you house already. So I think say we they emphasize say anything around Yenga for be prioritized right now with Guinean government, and anything we get for do with whatever negotiation we will go on, we for get for do in the point of winning, in the point of strength. But because now we go big Yenga, even if we negotiate on the point of weak aside, because at the end of the day we don't put we own hand na the mots. So now that end we look at and so, because if we get problem the problem not solve it, and we still go to them people them for me we ask for me the support we or help we with energy or electricity. So I would say and say appropriate at this moment, because any other negotiation we for don't get for now for be on the Yenga issue. So we not go courts, and we did courts, me and you, and go back behind the scene as they beg you for another thing.
Alright, Daniel, continue for the with we. Will join now with other studio guests, when Thomas Babadi, a civil society activist, and also the director for Fossil, for look at waiting at some of the implications them for get an agreement for buy light from Guinea when at 20 megawatts. Mr. Babadi, just listen to Daniel Keto, where himself an advocate and also an indigenous of Yenga, then disappointed and they seriously concerned if they Salon get disputes with Guinea over Yenga. Now Salon government don't go back to Guinea, say they want for buy electricity from them for can solve the energy crisis where Salon they go through right now. What in this mean?
It's unfortunate, appalling.
This is the show whereby I think we know even for understand what to do. as a government and as a country. But again, like I say this, if I go further, I don't forget still by the energy sector in Sierra Leone. That I was reading yesterday night or this morning. Not a solution in the firm. The firm payback package. Percentage going back, brown envelope. That's the only thing they're finding, not solution. There are simple solutions to the energy station in Sierra Leone. The abstract government, say what you want to say. I'm not a fan of an Escoma. I admire him in his first 5 years. Second 5 years, 2 years. After that, I mean, I see the challenges sacking Samsung or what have you. But he did very, very well. From 5 megawatt, user 5 at King Tom. 5 megawatt, 6 megawatt, below 10 megawatt. Go to blackout. The country was below 10 megawatt. He brought it to a point of 100 megawatts. How do I know this? Not the APC manifesto. It is the SVP 2018 manifesto, the People's Manifesto of the SVP. They identified the manifesto. You know, in every sector, you see the issue that is listed behind this, the sector, the challenges, and what's the own solution. Very good manifesto, well researched document, the 2018 manifesto. No line on the part at all. It was correct, perfect. Now what happened? They said, page 32 of the SVP manifesto, energy and economy, and that the SVP identified that the APC in their 2012 manifesto proffered 1,000 megawatts by 2018. But when they went through and did the research, they said they identified only 100 megawatts. How do we have, how do I arrive at them? Bumbuna, 50 megawatts. Done, dusted in 2008. King Tom, they had 20 megawatt there. It is still lying there. Blackout, 10. Adax, Cape Lambert, 36 megawatts. So put them together, you see you get almost 100. There are other small power plants we need one for count. But when put all together, and I need to give you that wattage day, 100. 100 for Freetown only, or say 60 or 50 megawatts can move. But however, you get a Bumbuna. Bumbuna effective during the rains. And then you bring in another emergency situation when the car power ship. It's not a temporary situation. It's a permanent solution. It was temporal. It come, it work, then it rise. November, December, January, February, March, April, if they left for go back. That was the agreement passed in Parliament, and again a sovereign guarantee. But ABC never used that. They never use car power ship. That's the fact in reality. Now, what's happened? Why are we in the rains and then we are going again for another? Political decisions were taken at State House. Be it good or bad, not politics. That we elect. That everybody make decision and take decision. What's happened? The Cape Lambert Adax, 36 megawatts. The police lights through sugarcane. And the process is where they use them getting the employee, we then call them barefoot college. They say they can't help. They're making money. They get supermarkets there. They get everything, they get bakery, all till they begin at Adax. This government scheme now, World Bank project, is private-public partnership agreement. Because they identify as it say, Anas by Kuruma is one of the land-owning family. They scrap the project. 36 megawatts. They don't look at the consequences, the challenges, and the problems behind it, but because Anas Kuruma was involved as a land-owning family, so they scrapped the project. It was owned by Vincent Kanu as a proprietor or chief executive or what have you, but Anas Kuruma was one of the old land-owning family. So they scrapped that project, 36. Bumbuna, you cannot reverse. They meet 25 megawatts of power plant at King Tom. It was abandoned. or 10 or 12 megawatts within a Blackwood abandoned. Now they go for going to states, look at them, call the expert again, when they can help them for fix up, refix the generators then they start to pump light. What will you go to na Guinea?
When you begin talk, you said this is not a solution. We Salon government to go to Guinea for get an agreement for 20 megawatts, and according to you, you say not just a means of payback for the one that we kickback you call them. Is this just a mere statement or something they for proof?
Not a mere statement.
Kickback then they go for.
And you see the situation now. I have an analysis of how much money being pumped into energy in this country. SNP United $44 million with APC sign. They refuse to give the money with the IMF. They not give the money. They only give the money during the SNP era, when it was in 2018 June. How far and how near? How far is Mumuna? There are other phones. I was in the same WhatsApp platform, Salon Reflection, Dr. Yenga was there. I was asking those questions and I shared the facts to them. Look at the amount of money. Beyond $1 billion. We don't come in from 2018 to now for energy. We don't partner with US companies. Up till date, we still get Japan don't give money back. $20 million.
So for you, best
so
options
where
Salon for the explore than going to Guinea for 20 megawatts.
Repair the brand new generators you made that at King Tom. 20 megawatts.
According to the Deputy Minister one, where we hosted last week, he said then repairs then they on track.
Well, how long did he repair generator? For how long? You there from you're banning for 7 years. Agreed. Now you political issue that. But why now? They need people. You don't cry, they don't grumble, they don't shout, and they you don't offend, they don't care. Why you not expedite? Because rather than going to Guinea, now pay back.
You know, they can say desperate problems go need desperate measures. Now it clear say crisis day, energy crisis. Me and you they see how much the citizens they complain. We all they suffer through the blackout. We make the sector lead when Honorable Kande Koleyum Kela go Guinea, talk to Guinea, because according to them, he say Guinea they generate plenty energy when they go able to sell to Salon. You know, things in a desperate measures government they look for tackle the crisis way the citizens they go through now.
I repeat, it is not a desperate measure. If they're desperate, they will ensure Bumbuna phase 2 for the turbine will be completed. If they're desperate, we have Bumbuna phase 1 finished in 2008 by the national government, and it's still when Bumbuna becomes effective, label. When is Bumbuna effective? Like during the rains, are we in the rains or in the rise? These are questions really they need for answer to me. Which I mean, in Karan maybe scatter generator. Now advocate on energy issue, not to engineer. What's happening with the generator? 10 megawatt Blackwood, 20 plus megawatt King Tom, 30 megawatts. You are going out to buy 20 megawatts in Guinea. Well, money you will find. A kickback. Let's start to tell you about the truth. Yesterday I was on AIV on the Afrobarometer, how Sierra Leone in terms of corruption, we don't drop drastically. Look at what is happening in the education sector, health, service deliveries in so many areas. And so this thing continues unabated, then we come and put a diplomatic face now, so say, no, you have 20 plus megawatts at King Tom. What should you do, Tam? 3 months now, what are you doing with it? Go to Blackwood. Now they don't go ahead, see. I mean, these are well researched. Editors of newspapers, managing editors, reporters, they investigate thoroughly and send information to we.
So if they say this now for just kickback for the few we perhaps get on this energy business,
outstanding issues there between Salone and Guinea for a claim Yenga back, where Guinea still a fight Salone for, although na Salone they go meet Guinea back say, when I can prefer to after the war not go again then take this piece of land. You think say any direct implication there, this new agreement where Salone government don't go for go take light, any implication go there towards the negotiations them way then say they carry on regarding reclaiming Yenga?
I think this is separate business. It's not like you go occupy some territory. Now ask you to go ask you pay for the service in the render. If you not render the services, you terminate the contract. You know, that's my problem. You come to take energy, buy energy from Guinea, fine, fair and good. But we get enough reserves of energy. One abuna, that's my stress. We opposed that na lie and it's from the lie, see for go like Bumbuna. Umar went there after the launching. It was on BBC. He went there after, he gave his report after. And tried to cross-check every other thing within Bumbuna. If not true or not true. So, Eduam successfully, what next? They say yes, you're going to BBC now. I was 3 years after the launching. The day of Freetown, Herbert, former, was there. The president, Sam Swana, all of them were there. So I'm not very well I can recollect. I'm not very serious with the light system because it comes from a big corporate background. However, they're not prioritized light. We were here when President Bio was in Parliament 2 years ago. So I'm going to provide sufficient light. And that's the 2018 manifesto, or 3 years ago, sorry. Everyone was laughing in Parliament. The MPs of the SVP all joined the APC to laugh. So they're not serious about light. I'm very, very serious. They are never serious. I mean, they are here, I'll tell them that, but they're not here at all. They are not serious about the light. What? Now, money is make like the light. For example, AGCC. You want to buy light. Light, sir. 12 volts. Will they buy light? Are they paying that their GST? Are they paying that? Why NIA forget it got for group close its office? Actually, don't happen several years within this administration. They don't pay that GST. 50%. We are paying the high. We are the highest payer for lights. Now we pay the highest percentage of lights. Now West Africa, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal. No, we pay 300%. So you buy 100 units, you get 16. If you're lucky, 17. 100 units.
The measures here, according to the Deputy Minister of Energy One, now one the way Salone just use, because according to him by 2027, Salone going to get uninterrupted light based on the structures them way in say them believe say they work on right now. You don't think that is achievable?
Is this the SAB government or the same SAB government that was there in 2018? You inherited light. You cut off everything. Like say you cannot play politics with light and education in the health sector. You can never. So the sooner you do that one day, that politics in the talk, we get workable solutions there. In fact, they didn't won the election. Are you going to stay there for 2028? Are you going to stay there for 2028? So of us believe that Bio president now will never win the election. So, but we now want to this. Yeah, they are talking politics. If they are serious, we left black out the news. So I don't come back. The family house. So the game generator. I don't know you pay me generator now. So we all in one all.
The 20 megawatts they come from Guinea. What is
it's bullshit. That's Bangladesh. It's rubbish.
Why?
Then they use this for kickbacks. That's the bottom line. It's not alleged. These are the facts. If you get, I think, why should you go on? I will show you the research. I will show you the research.
Whilst you watch for the research, not just talk to Daniel Keto. Daniel, amidst una fear and disappointment, now the deal don't sign, according to waiting the director of communications na State House Mike Berewa put yesterday na in official Facebook. He said the deal don't sign, we mean say the 20 megawatt from Guinea, and also the deputy minister one Edmond Nuni himself put in Facebook say thanks to the 20 megawatt way they don't get from Guinea, EDSA don't come back to normal. We mean say EDSA go begin supply the electricity where them for supply. You think say na una na Yenga they pay the price for less salon get light?
I think what if government one for government of Salon one for telling bad rights for Kokoyebe, you know, we don't see another Bible. Joseph and Jacob, you know, because that's what exactly the government of Salon they do right now, because it is sell the Yenga and for me get lights. Because if Yenga issue no prioritize right now, I think say and Guinea intention not to only for stop Yenga, they get for take all over the Kwendu region, the Kisiten Chipdon, because that's what they are advancing. Because like I've been put on trade, not to only Yenga, but there are other villages with Guinea they claim say that's Guinea get up. So if government of Salon no prioritize the issue of Yenga right now, I think say we they go big Guinea for men and give them lights. For me, I don't think say that the right process that they would for take right now, because it's better for me to pay poverty than I go for sell my own integrity, you know, my own territorial, you know, area, all just for lights.
Daniel,
because we yes.
What's in on a fear where if you look, these are two different issues then. This is an agreement for go buy and give me lights. If I dey buy, you give me what I dey buy, and there is ongoing negotiation according to government for Yenga, and a clear saying are two different arrangements then. Waiting on a fear, and I not trust the government of Salon say then go buy lights to Guinea, but as well negotiate for let Salon get Yenga back. And I not trust that particular negotiation there.
In fact, I tell you from the beginning, say Guinea government sort of government way for trust right now, because now the same way we will go ask them for help for fight the war. After the war right now, they don't take over Yenga. They don't only stop at Yenga, then they advance now other villages, being Bankodu and other villages them. All the villages them within the surrounding Yenga, even. You know, then they advance even Nakwendo. So we therefore be very careful with whatever agreement we do. We say and say two separate agreements right now, but then get direct impact. Because for instance, if you like I've been put, if you make you the feds, you know, pass something, and at the end of the day, I go back, I say, okay, more left that fed first. You can't trust me first. Trust me this. At the end of the day, you go see and say, you directly say, okay, you know, I give you lights, but now you give me Yenga. So now barter system where government of Salon want for go inside. And for certain countries them where Salon give the government, no one respects the Salon government. If you know for go into any direct negotiation with them on anything so far at this moment. Because if they don't try for negotiate with the Guineans them, clearly even the president who did it before even born, Yenga don't be part of Salon. So there is no way when in go come right now, you go say, Salon government, you know, give me this land here and what I'll take over this land here because I want to give you lights. So Salon government need for really stand firm, because we are not seeing that as we the people that move Yenga. We are not really seeing that. And in as much as they say that they negotiate behind the scene, it affects we. It affects we people them. Like they talk to you right now, militaries them from Guinea and the militaries them now from Salon. Then they among the civilians then they will guns them. And we people then they live in fear. You know, when they see always people them would gun, who knows what will happen in the next few days, or who knows what will happen in the future? Because you they live with militaries them. You they live militaries them for the barracks. Same way, but if the Guineans they don't come build barracks na Salon and they don't take over Yenga, you know, and we, the government, we they go back legally. We say, may they give me light. We they go sign agreement with them. For me, I don't see and say it help in any way or shape or form. Salon government not ready for me and claim Yenga it, and they not ready it.
Daniel, what you go say to somebody who might say maybe na the room and they get the negotiation nothing like Yenga issue not even come up na the room. Na just somebody we want for go purchase energy from Guinea, go to the Guinean authority them and strike the deal.
Why we for even get any discussions who will not bring Yenga issue? You know, for me that's the thing, because this is a border issue we don't do for over 20 years. We don't ask for this. Why do we need to forget another negotiation or other discussions where Yenga issue not they come on board? Because there's every possibility say whether they do that negotiation, Yenga issue was brought on board. Either they sideline them, say more forget about Yenga issue, or then decide say important to we at this moment. What's important to win our light or our electricity na we want, so when I give you electricity. So for me, there's no way either the Guinean government bring the Yenga issue on top of we then discuss them, or the Salon government cow, because now issue we don't bring tensions between Salon and Guinea. So there's no way we then go talk about lights where they not come up with Yenga issue be discussed. Either the sideline totally where they come up, the sideline they say important because affect we, relevant to we, or they count time they say okay it's part of the negotiation, so may we negotiate and then so that we will give you light and then we will decide whatever we will decide. Yenga issue we will discuss that in the future. So for me there's no possibility, nobody will tell me say then go sign the agreement or then go talk about this light issue where Yenga issue don't come, because Salon and Guinea government won't be affected. They are talking about this now, something where they don't they demand or they claim, counter claim. Guinea they claim am, Salon they claim am. So if they go do that negotiation, say Salon or Yenga issue not come on board, no, I will not accept that. As the people of Yenga, we will not agree say Yenga issue not being come on board. Yenga issue was brought, I will say, I not be needed, but I'm very sure that somebody in the room brought Yenga issue. Either they sideline them or they not discuss them at all.
You said the Salon government not prioritize the issue of Yenga. Now that's make them they go now to Guinea for go buy electricity. But recently, we host the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Naya Timothy Kaba, we confirm say this session of ECOWAS when still they so the Yenga issue go be topic of discussion, and also the Salon government they consider for go na the ICJ when the International Court of Justice for ensure say then lay this matter of Yenga to rest this time around. Now anything for go by, Mr. Keto?
Until we see, like how we brother been talked about it, we know say Yenga now will get some. Like how we don't say we get for we all will die, we get for go heaven, but we don't know when Jesus will come. We don't know when we get for reclaim Yenga back. Whatever discussion with the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Ghana, we the people of Yenga we don't know until we get we land back. Now we believe when we will believe say Salon government don't take appropriate step for me then reclaim Yenga, because for now they not they talk about them for over and over decades and past. In fact, now after that tensions, nobody know they talk about Yenga anymore. Nobody is talking about Yenga anymore. When we talk about now, they don't focus on electricity. You see, now make them don't go Guinea back for make them for electricity. So in as much as then they talk, say then they go International Court of Justice or whatever, wherever or ECOWAS, AU, whenever they're ready for good day, we're ready for support them. But for now, we know say we people then they suffer and we people them then displaced and then at the communities them they know they get access to the land now agriculture, from where they go give them that rest not going to sustain them for over 6 months or 7 months. No way. In fact, they go to rest, they not go to Pamai, they not go to anything, and they not give them mattress, they not give them nothing. They just stay in the communities them where they don't come, where they don't come Yenga, they don't come now other communities them. So then they suffer. So we want for say make Salon government prioritize them of electricity right now where they affect we people. We people in there that they don't care about lights, but they want for them at the land. It's not about lights. And at the land they want. So let's Salon government prioritize that and put them now as a first priority instead of lights. We not get lights, we not die. But yanda, I tell you, people them where they don't come on at the land, where they don't come. Obviously, how many people them who don't know, some people they don't hold, whether they get for return on the land, whether they get for buried and day. So one would demand the Salon government say, make them put priority on this issue and then able reclaim we land. Whatever way they do, we support them, and we are ready to support them as the people of Yenga.
So calling for prioritize the Yenga land over the issue of electricity. You know, think say as indigene of Yenga, on a need for wait first and no waiting there inside the agreement, because as it is now, we are yet to get details of this agreement as to how long Guinea go get for give salon lights, or waiting they happen with the negotiations or with the gone for Yenga.
Me, in the first place, if in me, I know one set made the agreement go on. I want them make the salon governments, right now cancel the agreements. And so they demand, if then they go Guinea, then they go request for light. Because Guinean government not so reliable governments. At the tell now, they are not reliable. If we go ask them for electricity today, we don't know what they go claim in the future. So whatever agreements we them make the citizens that know what's it. May we see and may we review them so that in the future Guinean governments will come and use lights as a tool, as a weapon of tool for deprived Sierra Leoneans and then for suffer with the Sierra Leoneans them. Because Guinea, they can sometimes be hostile. Look at how they drive with people them, then go, then drive them at the land. We can see say they are very hostile to people them. So if they behave so to people them, they can able to use lights in the future for make them use lights for make them punish the Sierra Leonean population. So Salon government therefore be careful whatever negotiation or whatever arrangement with the good Guinea, because in the past we don't do the same arrangements. We don't see how it don't bet we now. So we get for really be careful as a government, as a people, how we get for do negotiations with Guinea in everything so far.
So you know,
because there are so many treaties we Guinea don't sign together for made a handover salon or made a handover Yenga. They not obey. They not even respect those treaties. We want government come and change everything. We want person come and change. So if this agreement come back tomorrow, who knows what will happen? They could change. They could use that agreement to in their own favor for Muslim salon. So we therefore be careful.
So from a perspective, government not for trust Guinea for these agreements for electricity supply where they just don't seal.
If come again because the line they break from your perspective with you.
Government not for trust the authorities in Guinea for sustainability in terms of the agreement for the electricity where they just don't seal this deal.
Never. Me. I no want space alone. In fact, any Sierra Leonean no for trust the Guinean government, because no Sierra Leonean, no government, nobody no for trust the Guinean government at this stage. Because if they not sign in the past so many treaties for handover Yenga and they don't respect those treaties, and then at the end of the day they come with guns and ammunitions that will land and they drive with people them, they don't be hostile to them, they drive them at the land. Is whatever agreement we forget with them, we not for trust them. Whatever lights they can decide today, they say then the hot arm. Say salon we not forget lights. If I will pressure them for Yenga, the next day then go use that agreement for say anything I would give a light with the hot street lights power. So now for that the salon government says for be careful and for don't go into any negotiation or any request for make Guinea give lights, because if we take Guinea right now at the International Court of Justice and then pass anybody against them with the knowledge, then turn around and say you know what, now we give a light and see when I say when I now get a land, then go he decide for taking the lights immediately without following any due process. I will tell you, Guinean government not to be trusted, because the military government are a regime where they penalize the people and where they against we. Now we don't people them now we the kisses them, they punish we want them for make them left land and make them go back. And we ask our government for make join we in this campaign, because we are saying that we are left alone and we have not been supported in this. So one for ask the government for me really support we, because what thing they do, they prove to we say they're not really support me, and they're not part of the issue.
All right. Continue further with we, Mr. Abadi. Quickly look into you. This particular move by the government of Sierra Leone for go get a purchase agreement with Guinea for supply electricity in a salon, na be a wrong or a bold move?
Wrong move.
I think I'm not for go to the Yenga issue. That's how people behave. You can't help me. The way all children don't sign 2002 say well done. You don't give for go, you hold it, you do business day, you the mind, you do agriculture, the people so it tells you the kind of people there. 1, 2, they are not a democracy. You are a democracy, you're elected, you have a parliament. What's it at the confidence level you ever get? That gentleman came to Sierra Leone fully armed, more than the Irish laugh. Went to State House. Who stopped him? He attempted that in Mali. Then blocked that. na the border. Any car is at all. And the major na the border point, the Mali. And block I see the car at all. That money car will just put the country down. Because they are supported by Russia over the last 25-30 years of general national country. Russia is supporting the military. We don't get support, but we go buy arms and counter. We start to pull the money. We don't get war again. Yes, we have to have a war, but we don't get war again at all. How are we going to invest into a huge military, hardware them? So, this thing don't happen. You don't see how the person they manifest, how they behave. This like junta person, yeah. He promised to hand over. He still not going to hand over. Of course, over 3 years. So the trust, there is trust deficit in every other military government across the world. I admire Burkina Faso's leader, but the military, it can do it at any time. That is the problem. Because you don't get parliament, you don't get checks and balances. Nobody gets the gut for come out and talk. If you talk in the kind of way, they'll go arrest you, like the NPRC did to some of our guys. The journalist, Judah Spencer, was arrested and put to prison 1994 or 94 or 95. 94 years. He was a teacher. He been helping for do this French play. You know, if you talk French in school, they call it Spence production, but there was no PhD yet. But I mean, he put out a publication. Says Strasser gonna, Strasser and wife in fiancé, sorry, go to New York, go for good trade in diamond. That was Tablet newspaper. That's it. That's the name. I remember. I was in junior school. I remember that story. Them beat these vendors, post office, all sort of things. That's how military behave. You need to go back to the military for no discuss with them on energy. If they put off, the guy now, soldier man, he thinks socially. He has the kind of ambience. And you also, you're democratically elected, though you don't win the election. You are state house. However, so now we'll move further. These are the realities, yeah? These are the realities.
So you think that it's a hasty decision where Salon make for just
no to na a crooked decision.
Flight?
I'm not sure already before. It's a crooked decision. Now payback time, they want pay package. They want kickback. A kickback they want, not to nothing. If you continue to maintain car powership during the rains, you want kickback. Now we know this very, very well. I'm not talking like I'm talking about a Sierra Leone. If you based on agreement for the car powership, the Turkish ship, not for the season only for the season, deal the play, things will happen. That we've thoroughly investigated. We know Minister A relieved, Minister B suspended, Minister C like that. Then change administration. Thank God MCC not come. Because we chop all that money for lighting water. However, look at the realities now, yeah. This was sent to me by the senior editor of the newspaper where they follow energy issue. Yeah. 105 megawatts available in 2018, UNDP report. 15% total population had access to electricity in 2016. 2.5% of rural population had electricity access in 2016, according to World Bank data. ADB DFID funded the transmission, rehabilitation, and expansion between Bo and Kenema, which was to be completed in 2020. Reforms. In 2018, the government said it allocated $15.6 million from the 2018 budget to increase electricity generation, enhance existing thermal plants, rebuild and enhance the existing distribution networks. In the same vein, development partners also pledged $43.7 million. In 2015, MCC also provided $44.4 million grant for a 4-year program to improve the energy sector that I was talking about. That money was sent into the accounts in Sierra Leone when SAP came in 2018.
If you forget by waiting, you just don't say. You think saying a mismanagement of funds on because government not prioritize energy make within a point or need for go buy energy electricity to Guinea.
Guinea. That's the word. To Guinea. Why to Guinea?
Because according to within the officials then from the Ministry of Energy, they say Guinea they generate enough electricity for sell the other country. In fact they sell to country them like Liberia. Based on waiting, then you
now waiting insane. But Guinea at times in some communities in Guinea, some districts in Guinea, they struggle for light. This Kindia, some chiefdoms in Kindia not get access to light.
So even they struggle for light, why they are going for sell to sell?
They're grappling. Maybe in Conakry, they get a whole dam in Conakry. Very close to, they get some opportunity according to them. Yeah? Let us see this. Not waiting the gentleman they talk, the reporter from Yenga. Yes, because of the Yenga issue, you never believe, say, if you go make any transaction or dealings with any individual. What is that they say? I still insist. We get enough sufficient energy reserves for Freetown.
But why the energy don't they come?
What's it happen? That's the question.
According to waiting the deputy minister tell me on Friday, he said the rains they not begin quiet that much for let the water level increase. Now that's the challenge with Bumbuna now.
At the heart of the dries, Bumbuna is sustain and maintain below 10 megawatts. During the dries, they will sustain and maintain below 10 megawatts. They can never go above that. They will never go above that during the dries. Imagine when we come from May. Now we are in June going to July. What's the rain they can again? Now which kind rain we they want for Bumbuna? We don't forget 50 megawatts, one turbine. Then we need the need for it to begin more. One turbine give 50 megawatts. If not be two turbines, we'll get 100 megawatts. 3 turbines like that. So they don't fund, I think, for one turbine. No, one turbine. Yes, they don't fund. Yeah. How far? How near? Can I say 2019 assured us? This is 2025, eh? Yeah. 2025. Now coming to the current day now, Bumbuna is supposed to produce 50 megawatts. It's not enough. It's sufficient for McKinney, Freetown. No. It's not. However, if you get 10 megawatts to McKinney, 40 megawatts castle, you use 30 megawatts or 25 megawatts for Freetown only.
The minister said 6 megawatts they go McKinney and Maboka. Where then they said they don't reduce her now for supplying a Freetown because the water level still not cope it.
The water level, as far as we are concerned, as far as we know, the research we don't do over the years and working with the energy sector from 2009, May the rain starts. June we are in the middle of the rain. What do you want else? I'm saying this and I'll say it again if they're here. I kick back to the before. For the fact that they still continue to maintain car power ship in the middle of the rain. In the middle of the rain. That means they get some ulterior motives. Secondly, I think say maybe I might not read through again, but you see the amount of money we don't come. Huge chunk of money, but they are mismanaged. We don't wait for commission inquiry. What a business that one day. We cannot wait on anti-corruption commission. Look, EDSA. What happened to EDSA? Why this lately?
The big shake-up will happen in the sector. You don't think say it will be part of solution?
What's the big shake-up?
When the president himself, now as minister, now the energy sector, it don't come, it don't change a whole whole board na EDSA, and we see the coming in of Dr. Kanda Yomkela and his team. You don't think say that will make any impact towards improving on electricity?
So how long will we wait to improve on electricity?
They say 2027, so get uninterrupted light.
Imagine. I mean, the problem I have as an activist, I grew up as an activist. I come to university, come down, I can be finance official at the civil society. I was interning at Vista Bank number, but it was FI Bank. So all the opportunities accorded to me not through civil society as a youth. 2006, 2007, Dr. is right. Send Uganda, go all over the country. By then, we are propagating about Sierra Leone coming from the war. No more cotton, no more cut fruit. We get video, so we get for talk. Let me you should talk. Now, if we go to other countries, they go. In 2004, I was in Ghana. 2004, I was in Ghana, Accra. We go do some program na Legon. When we come na Cote airport, international airport, you see 24 hours on international light. When we drop to Lunge, what happened? Blackout, my sister and me. I'm morning by 1:30 a.m. It's shameful. Till that we don't come 2008, 2007, 8. We don't launch Mumuna. We don't do Mumuna. We go Alex Kuma United Bank 5% completion of Mumuna. Income 5%. 1 year I do them, and they will move ahead. What's in the happen now? Who's trying to go to Guinea? Maybe I will reach 50 megawatts. The water don't come. Enough water don't come. I can challenge the minister. He's not saying the truth at all. Enough water don't come. Follow that light. What do you Nigeria? But because they want kickbacks. That's it. Look at EDSA also quite recently. I see the post. I see the post. They say EDSA get A, B, C, D. Police don't kind and say what's police don't body? All to know well. We
will come back to you. Let me just look at the messages where the viewers that don't send at the different platform them outside in the watch with this morning. The very first one I go look at on Facebook. Albert David say with the Guinea military full encroachment of Yenga and the reported humanitarian crisis faced by displaced Sierra Leoneans, lacking food, temporary shelter, health care and education, alongside the nation's current dependency on Guinea for electricity after the collapse of the Kapa agreement, what defensive actions is government prepared to take to protect our territorial integrity, address the suffering of citizens and restore national dignity amidst allegations of widespread financial mismanagement under the BO administration?
Abdullah Lukulede said the electricity arrangement with Guinea is separate from the Yenga issue. The government is working diligently to resolve the Yenga issue.
This one from Mohammed Lamin Tarawali. He said Kekewa is another failed politician in this regime. Nothing progressive way then why I go bring to the country.
Alright, this one from George Wakana YouTube. I cannot understand the rationale of this administration. We have a problem with Guinea about the town of Yenga, and the Sierra Leone government has not had a roundtable talk as yet.
For the Mustafa Toure say into someone's mouth is what Salon is doing. Guinea will use it as a bargaining chip.
This one, they say, Keto, you are right. Nothing goes for nothing. There are no free lunches in business.
This one, your government consider purchasing electricity from Guinea when its capital Conakry is facing persistent power shortages. This seems like yet another attempt to politicize an essential issue while mismanaging funds. If they struggle to pay for the Kapa ship, where will they possibly find money to buy electricity from Guinea?
Lamin Kamara, going to Guinea to negotiate for electricity is a wrong move. Why you not pay your debts with the Kapa ship, make them continue for lights in the country?
Lukule say, considering the energy crisis in our country, especially in Freetown, buying electricity from Guinea is not an unwise decision. However, what are the long-term plans and strategies of the Sierra Leonean government to provide permanent solution for the electricity problem?
This one, they say China and US do not see at the same direction, but they still do business with them.
This one from Thomas Rogers is say, while improving electricity access is important, I don't believe it's a good idea for Sierra Leone to rely on Guinea for help, especially when the unresolved Yenga land dispute. If Guinea can confidently go before ECOWAS and claim Yenga as theirs, entering into such agreements with them could weaken our position in the long run. We must be careful not to compromise our territorial claims in exchange for short-term solutions. National interest and sovereignty should always come first.
Mohamed Toure, they say Liberty TV, yes, I am in support not to trust the Guinean regime. What if our government failed to pay the Guinean government as they failed to pay the car power ship? When I think say Guinea go take light with we?
The Sullivan said the energy agreement between Sierra Leone and Guinea is a practical step to address our power crisis, especially through the CLSG regional project. But while this cooperation benefits our electricity supply, many citizens are worried about how it might affect Sierra Leone's stance on Guinea land, on the Yenga land dispute. We must be careful not to trade our territorial integrity for exchange of short-term gain.
A final message for now. They come up from Suleiman Kamara. They say this government has the weak eyesight of a mole, and this government only brings disaster to the country. The ability to see far is an absolute must to be a good government.
And the final message we'll take before we come to guest them back. They come up from Mystic Nadwazak. It said the agreement between Sierra Leone and Guinea on energy supply is good, but we need to find a sustainable solution in addressing the electricity challenges. Secondly, such agreements will definitely undermine the negotiation for Yenga, which has been annexed by Guinea.
All right, quickly we'll go over to you, Daniel Keto, for responding. We'll wrap up with you.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel, is still there with me?
Yes, I still do to
All right, I hope you will listen to some of the text messages then we come in, and so many people in agreement with you say na a wrong move for at this point, especially with the land dispute of Yenga Day, for let the Salon government go and strike this deal with Guinea.
Yes, so now I think Salon government for listening to the cry of the citizen and waiting the face to right now. I read somebody being talk about China and America. China and America no land dispute, and therefore then doing business in fact on tariff. We America has tariff, China has tariff. So if we Guinea they come take we land and then they go back to Guinea and then ask them for give electricity, we need to be careful, and that's what we need to maintain. Because Guinean government, sort of government we for trust, they don't sign several treaties with we for handover Yenga, they not agree handover. So we need for really make the agreements. If we don't go ahead and sign this agreement, we need to make them public so that the citizens them for know and then for put pressure on government for ensure say government we don't need electricity from Guinea. We can go any side, we go take electricity, but we don't need any electricity from Guinea right now at this moment until I tell you, I just shot waiting the happen few days ago, because Guinean soldiers knowing very well that people in Nanongoa, they know they get plantation again, they know they get Pamai from Salon, because on that side people then decide say BSSF once we don't can land, we know they allow for me when I go any plantation at Guinea again, me when I go sell anything at Guinea. So whatever we'll get to the seller in Salon or we sell in Liberia. So within the Guinean soldiers then do, then call the Guinean then counterpart militaries them with them in Salon now with them don't go sit down at the border. They say no can't get anything. When we encourage Yenga people then for me then come back, me then get down at the village so that we go protect them. We don't need protection from Guinea. And the people them with them, the civilians them with them, they know, then tell them clearly say we don't need protection from una. We are well protected by our government, by Salon, so we not go back now in our country, we wanna go protect our citizens them. So we need to always open the border for me when I ensure they wanna get facility. So now that's so if we go right now, we go ask them for electricity. In fact, then they take we as a mocking son, Guinean soldiers go start for CC, we salute and that day we may be done they preach. We know they negotiate with Guinea on the week instead of when. Because if we go there we say, when I know say when I big forestry, when I know say we big brother them, so when I go back now when I land. That's not Salon we set up we get for Tuesday, now we get to land, and Guinea for no say now we get to land and therefore go back now the country. So like with people that might just read direct quotes from with people then they say then we talk only about Yenga when it is convenient. People talk about Yenga when it is convenient to them, but we lead this every day. We want a clear roadmap and we want the soldiers gone. So that is what the people that are that community they say. So we want the soldiers and for go. We live them every day, we suffer every day, we parents them, we people them, we brothers them, we sisters them, they suffer on a daily basis. Now that part of the country. So one the soldiers them for left we land and therefore go back because we land and we need we ancestral land. Land is something where everybody knows say it belongs to ancestral. So who said we family then grow, who said we mama then grow, who said we then bury, we people them, you know, and a stranger just come with him gun and he take over this land, I drive una they wash them, una they see, una no they do nothing. It's so discouraging and it's so hard rendering for we people them on the daily basis because they live with that traumatic experience because they don't get access for go and cultivate the land where they don't be used for farm on. So Salon governments, they ask that whatever agreement we get to Guinea, you need for council and right now because we the people of Yenga, we are so disappointed that you they go at this far or request electricity from Guinea at this moment where the issue of Yenga not be resolved it, where Guinea don't deny or give we land back and where they don't occupy we land. So we they call on citizens them for made support everybody, even if you did Freetown, because like I will say Freetown not to anything we affect one person on one side, it affects. There is a tendency to say it will affect any other side. So we therefore all come together as citizens and we demand from Salon government for me to take proactive step and make a clear roadmap on the issue of Yenga. Because that's how the war starts. We start yonder, the acts we say Rebege got hand or Rebege tail or Rebege mouth or Rebege with itself until 1997 where the war hits Freetown. And we all feel the pinch. So now, we people then they suffer from 1991. We enter under them in the suffer, and we all been there. We been feel convenient, but at the end of the day, we all taste the bitterness of the war. So now, we people then they continue the suffer back. We all need to come together and put pressure on government up alone for ensure they do the needful and they do the right thing for ensure they get the land back.
All right, many thanks for you joining with this morning at the breakfast show, Daniel Keto.
Thank you so much. Thank you, listeners. And they asked me then more no stop for talk about this Yenga issue. We'll continue to talk about them until Salon government and Guinea government then take the appropriate step for handover Yenga.
Alright, well, that's not been Daniel Keto, we're an indigene of Yenga, as you hear from him. Then they continue to advocate for less Salon government prioritize taking back Yenga and whatever agreements, according to Ramway Salon government don't go into with Guinea for give electricity, not agreements with for trust because it says Salon for don't learn from the experience of the way how Guinea don't get Salon for Sika, the land na Yenga. And he also asked for the government look back into the Yenga agreement here, as according to Ram, not timely because the negotiations and forget Yenga back still they go on. Will they come over to you now? I'm Thomas Babadi. You said be listening to the messages them where the viewers been sent. As we wrap up, what thing you think say need for be done at this time addressing the energy sector, because according to you this not a thing way Salon for don't do at all for going to an agreement with Guinea, but you say we get resources them way if the government be maintain them structures and they seem like this Salon for the go big Guinea for light.
So much money poured into the energy sector from an Eskuma to Marampi. Mara had the opportunity of the West investing into energy. Who said them money in Longo? They put building them up. They expand Bumuna. Now in October 2018, the International Financial Corporation signed a $40 billion agreement to install a 50 megawatt solar power plant. It was anticipated that the demand for electricity will exceed 360 megawatt in 2023. On May 8th, this year, the International Development Finance Corporation approved an additional $292 million loan of $412 million loan approved to improve our energy sector. In addition, the ECOWAS provided another $40 million loan, all in an effort to improve the sector. Overall, energy investment in the last 6 years exceeds over $400 million. But the same old problems continue to persist, if not worsen. How did they go? What did happen? You tell me, see, whatever they plant them, you give excuse. But going to Guinea, no excuse. Thievery, fishy attitude, payback time, brown envelope, kickbacks. That's the thing that I want to do. They pay the ETSA, when they pay GSC to NIA. It was not us, and then same on nothing for themselves. And close the building, nobody goes in, nobody comes out. The chairman of the board, they're closing buildings. So I say, you know that they live of duty. Now we have somebody respectable in society. We don't have to Kylie. We don't go there. Now engineer. However, we know how for believe for going to issues. Let them tell me them body that's all. Who say you don't go there? How they use them? They improve Bumuna. Then buy more generators. The existing ones, they abandon them with this administration wickedly. From State House, Ali Kaba, Kajati, Chief Minister, Professor Francis, and President Biu, they abandon the plants themselves. They're not relevant at all. They look out a new alternative to provide sufficient energy. That's the word in the manifesto of SCVP in 2018. How far and how near? Now they're going to Guinea now. We still have the plants there, owned by the government of Sierra Leone. Now, young Mobati, although like a they were also named Kappa ship. Kappa ship is owned by the Turkish government. After the government of Sierra Leone don't go to turn at Ghana and see how the Turkish ship be the power Ghana. Accra, Kumasi, Biliba, Tamale. After that, when they came, they said, well, now we're going to this kind of negotiation and this deal. So it come only for a temporal purpose. That is during the dries. During the ends with Mumbuna. So now improve Mumbuna. 2016, 17 it came, 18 it was here, 19 a function, then they renegotiate, and renegotiate. How far with the negotiation? Today, XNP, GST. From the money, which property, Origi. We don't even wait for a commission inquiry or anti-corruption commission for coming. Now, however, inside then 20 megawatt, this 20 plus megawatt, dinner kingdom, where? How long will it take for handle one generator with engineers, with contractors? How long? Look at the Blackout incident. We get generator, but when they can abandon them, now they're going back. 4 months ago, they go back with Jim Keller to that thing. So how long? How far? How near? Then you run for going to Guinea. Now take back. Now kick back. So let us stop this thing. We understand. We must say almost $400 million US dollar will be pumped into the energy for let us help with ECOWAS, international financial institutions, and what have you. But however, then they mismanage the money because they lock them. They call. Secondly, what do they do? They move ahead for you say they go down for get another kickback from this Japanese money. We don't come on at $20 million. Now I forget kickback.
All right, many thanks.
That's just that.
Many thanks, Thomas Bobadi. We join me this morning and can give your opinion on the purchase agreement with London signed with Guinea for supply 20 megawatts from Guinea Kana Salon. This is a deal where the energy sector lead when a Dr. Kande Koleyum Kela don't go sign yesterday. According to waiting come out from the State House Communications Director, he said they don't sign the deal and EDSA is back, according to the Deputy Minister One, Wena Edmond Nuni, na the Ministry of Energy. Many thanks to you, Edo Wachri, and don't contribute to the program. Many thanks to the production team, Musa Saukoma and Dennis Kamara, and then give technical support to the production team for this edition of the Breakfast Show with you. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say throughout the day, continue for Watch Liberty TV as we get interesting content them, we upload now channels them for owner.
All right. Well, till we meet again, Mabel Kabadi, so get a good week and continue for Watch Liberty Online TV as we will forget for the same different information to now as we get some throughout the day. Till we meet again, get a good day and goodbye.
develop city, then clean. All clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. And today, I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hands. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let we start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and then continue for heap dirty in the street, in order to make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So when you waka, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packets on tin. Not even a ground where you done. Make sure say you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they. In order for you host dirty. You know mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. Not give you host dirty. To them one way the Allah say clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. In order for Karango, now the one of the two official sites. In order Karango Kisi Bome, in order Karango King Tom Bome. It turns so it left on the ground. And now we council get a problem, but you self get a problem. Because now front somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So wait you for do with you host dirty. We get the one then a council when we don't certify. So then are approved waste providers. Then they on tricycles, some of them they a vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody from make sure say their waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies. So you go see them around. We engage with them on a regular basis. And wait till we go do now as we come into this new year. Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you for no side and day and for let them self go to you so that we no go get that gap. When you eat dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach. All the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we lost that potential there. FCC, they spend boku money pan dirty business. The fuel, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money. I'm not going to say we're not going to spend anything, but we're going to reduce some. If Freetonians then do the right thing. Because we're not going to get for go clear illegal dump sites. We're not going to get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money we spend now on dirty business, we go able to put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want to improve the markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money where we use for dirty business. You and while we all make up with mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.